Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best laptops for photo editing.
Starting at number 5.
MacBook Air 13. For years, Apple's MacBook Air lineup was great for surfing the internet, watching movies, and working with light productivity apps for creating presentations or making video calls. But it didn't offer enough power for photographers, forcing even casual shooters to spend hundreds more on a higher-end laptop to find one that would meet their needs. Fortunately, thanks to the power of the M3 chip, this is no longer the case. The MacBook Air 13-inch M3 is a bit too limited for high-end photo editing, but casual photographers who value portability and battery life over expansion ports and gigantic screens will find everything they need in this laptop. The 13-inch screen on this MacBook Air makes the machine supremely portable, and its two USB-C Thunderbolt 4 ports let you connect a monitor and an external SSD at the same time, which makes for a superb photo editing setup. The M3 chip might not have the same image editing prowess as its souped-up counterparts, but it can certainly hold its own. It will let you breeze through a huge Lightroom library or use the latest AI-powered image editing software with aplomb.
Coming at number 4.
Microsoft Surface. For decades, Microsoft had been content to make Windows, the most widely used operating system on the planet, and let other companies handle the hardware. That all changed in 2012 with the introduction of the original Microsoft Surface RT, which was rapidly followed by a growing lineup of laptop and desktop hardware suited for professionals and creatives. The Surface Laptop 5 refines everything its predecessors set in motion and is perfectly suited for hobbyist and amateur photographers, as well as other artistic-minded individuals.
At number 3.
MacBook Pro 14. While not as large or rip-roaring as its M3 Pro counterpart, this 14-inch MacBook Pro is no slouch. Its size and specs make it ideal for hobbyist and amateur photographers who need a good balance of power, portability, and price. The M3 chip can easily handle any task a hobbyist photographer can throw at it, including intense editing in Photoshop or managing a massive library in Lightroom. And don't let the slightly smaller screen fool you. 14 inches is a great size for people who need to edit photos at home but want a machine that can fit in any backpack, briefcase, or bag. Amateur photographers will appreciate the SD card reader and HDMI port, even if they don't use the latter as often as professionals might. The real star of the show, however, is the ultra-high-resolution display that punches far above its weight and makes sharp details in huge RAW and JPEG files truly shine.
Number 2 of my list.
Dell XPS 16. Dell has long been producing high-quality laptops, and their latest XPS 16 demonstrates a continual refinement of a winning formula that has served professional photographers well for years. This 16-inch model has everything a photographer could ask for in a laptop, and it even boasts a few specs that will help ensure it remains relevant for years to come. The screen, while not as high resolution as the MacBook Pro, is bright and renders colors beautifully, which makes it great for working with large RAW files. It has a bevy of expansion ports for connecting monitors, external storage, and other peripherals, and it has the sheer power to churn through hundreds of images in no time. In some ways, this laptop is perhaps too powerful, with a graphics card that can handle not just photo editing but high-end gaming. However, with more editing software taking advantage of GPU processors for certain tasks, the included GeForce 4060 helps ensure that this meets the demands of professionals well into the future. The inclusion of a microSD XC card reader instead of a full-size card reader is a strange choice, and an HDMI port would have also been a welcome addition, but these are certainly not deal-breakers. If you're a professional photographer who prefers Windows over Mac, the Dell XPS 16 is tough to beat.
And number 1.
MacBook Pro 16. If you shoot professionally and like Apple devices such as iPhones, iPads, and Mac computers, the MacBook Pro 16-inch with M3 Pro CPU is far and away the best laptop for photo editing available today. The screen is bold, bright, and big enough to handle nearly any photography job you can think of. It has an array of ports that professionals will love, including 3 Thunderbolt 4 ports for ultra-fast data transfers, an SDXC card slot for importing pictures, and an HDMI port, which is great for showing images to clients on large screens. The standout feature of this laptop is its M3 Pro CPU, which is ideal for professionals due to its incredible power and speed. It allows you to load huge RAW files in a snap, scroll through massive photo libraries without skipping a beat, and perform complex edits and photo exports without lag. The battery life is incredible, easily lasting a full day even under demanding conditions. The laptop is very expensive and the 16-inch screen pushes the limits of portability, but for professionals who don't like to compromise, the MacBook Pro 16-inch with M3 Pro chip is as good as it gets.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.